give him notice, like, oh, okay, he's getting a award, he's getting this, he's getting that. I will make sure he had all that information. I was getting the emails. Oh, he's getting an award for this. Oh, he has a game here. Oh, he has a concert. I was that person that disseminated the information to make sure that you at least could make the right decisions regarding your child. I was the person that would tell you this is what his needs are. If you step up to the plate and you offer to assist in that, then I got to the point where I was like, I don't need to teach you how to be a father. You know what a child needs. You know that you get a haircut, so then you know that your child needs a haircut. You know the children need shoes. You know the children need food. You know the things that a child needs. And so why should I have to tell you when those seasons are? School is about to start. He needs school clothes. He needs school supplies. He needs lunch money. He needs a haircut. Christmas is coming. These are the things he needs. They're about to start school the next month. So I shouldn't have to give you those milestones. As an adult, you have a mind, and then you can be a participant as much as you can. I was basically forcing my child on someone who obviously didn't want to be a part of their life. Yeah, he attended, but if you're not going to put any effort in to try and be there for your child like I did, then why should I make it easier for you? So you cannot make this person warm up and be a better father or be there for their child. Either they have the desire to do it or they don't. There is nothing you can do. That's like saying, how can I get Angie to love eating cooked carrots? You can't make me do it. You know what I'm saying? You can try all these recipes and I can decide whether I want to or not, but you can't make anybody, and not necessarily say make, but encourage or anything. He either wants to or he doesn't. And then, and in my situation, if you don't want to be a part of my child's life, then more better to my child, because maybe he'll be better off without your ass. And not to say that I was antagonistic against it, but I was not going to force my child on someone who was not ready to receive him in that way. And so that's the first thing. And then your second part of your question was, what steps do I need to take in order to be a good parent? That's the thing that you ask spirit. What steps do I need? What guidance do I need to be the parent? This is the parent that I think I want to be. How do I become that parent? How do I nurture my child? How do I make up, how do I make sure that my child is emotionally balanced, physically balanced, spiritually balanced, without overwhelming with my own beliefs and my own thoughts? So that's the questions you ask spirit. I can give you a lot of general information on what you need to do, but essentially that's the question that you ask your higher power. And as I ask that question, they're saying just live it day to day. There's no roadmap. They give you this whole ass baby when you leave the hospital, and you just got to go home and take care of it. They don't give you no instruction kit. They don't give you no manual. They be like, here you go, and there you go. I got to figure out when to feed it, when to change it, when to wash it, when to put it to sleep, why it's not burping, why it's spitting up,
Why
you know what I'm saying,
is
why the tummy
constipated?
all tight. You got to figure all that stuff out. So that's when you have a village of people. My first week that I had my baby, listen, all I did was breastfeed and go to sleep. Like, oh, breast sleep. And the rest of my family was there to rock him, burp him, clean him, whatever he needed to do. And then I would just go back to sleep, because sometimes you need that support. So what you need is a support. You need a village. That's the one thing I heard, is you need the support of the people around you to help you. If you don't have that support, then sometimes you have to manufacture that support by finding a group of other parents who know some things that you don't know. There's a lot of things that I learned as a parent that I didn't know when I first had my child, because you're just not going to know everything. There's no freaking way possible that you're going to know that if your son, that when you move from a warm climate, from a wet climate to a dry climate, that you have to put Vaseline inside your child's nose so that the blood vessels don't dry up and he keeps having a bloody nose. There's no way you're going to know that. You know how I knew that? I took him to the doctor and told them his nose keep bleeding. And she says, oh, you moved to a dry climate, put a little Vaseline in the inside of his nose. It'll keep it moisturized and it'll keep the blood vessels from drying out. I would not have known that. I went to my village. My village isn't just my family. It's the doctors. It's the teachers. When it says a village, it means everybody. So you go to your resources and utilize them. That's how you're going to become a good parent. But also ask your spirit guides what you need to do. So that's all I have for Miss Abigail. You guys can go ahead.
They don't come with a book. The first thing I'm gonna tell you is you are going to make mistakes. Let me tell you that first, because sometimes that's the first thing we see when we bring this baby. Oh, I don't want to make any mistakes. You will. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes when they're babies, when they're toddlers, when they're infants, when they're young, when they're teenagers, because guess what? You're human. You're not perfect. You're going to make mistakes. Now, what can I do to be a good parent? Learn from the mistakes. Don't keep repeating the same mistakes. I also had, and that also has to dealing with the the other person the guy you're co-parenting with, because I learned when I was doing the same thing, it made me upset and it put me in a bad place, and I, I was dealing with my child every day. So I had to put myself in a place where she wouldn't feel the brunt of me being upset at him. So, and do you, and like Angie said, you can't force somebody to be a dad. You really can't. My child's father was in the same city. My child started competitive swimming. She was a competitor on a swim team from the age of 8 to 17. And she was very good at it, to the point where when she graduated high schools, different colleges wanted her to swim for their team. I can count on the number of times he saw her on one hand where he saw her swim. But you have to keep going for your child. And even now, she's 22. She's a neonatal ICU nurse. So even through my mistakes, I know I did some things right. And now the relationship between him and her, it's up to him to rebuild and keep it.
Exactly.
I'm out.
I never spoke against it. But I never forced my child. Like, I would be like, you want to go spend over your dad's house? My son, from the time me and his dad separated, has never, ever wanted to spend the night. It would always be like, Mom, come get me. Mom, come get me. And there was no reason. He just wasn't comfortable there. And I didn't make him stay, and his dad didn't press it either. So, you know what I'm saying? You know the level of commitment someone has to your child. You don't have to force it. You can't make anybody be something they don't want to be. Either they do or they don't. Shit or get off the pot. You're a dad or you're not. He's going to make mistakes too. As long as you're not hindering him from being a dad, you can't make him be a dad.
Exactly. And guess what? Kids are smarter than you think. I didn't have to say anything. I didn't have to talk bad about him. Every time he wanted to pick her up, guess what? She was ready. So if he didn't show up, it wasn't on me. She was ready. And now at 22, she put 2 and 2 together by middle school. You don't have to say a word. Oh, I'm telling you one more funny story. My neighbor who lived kitty corner from me, his son went to her elementary school and her middle school. So when he would check, he worked for the school system. When he would check on his son, he would check on my daughter. It got to the point where kids today still think that's her father.
And see, that's how it is. You make the best of whatever your situation and you move on. You be the best parent that you can be under the circumstances of the situation that you're dealing with. You can't make somebody else participate if they don't want to, or participate in the way you want to, because a lot of times they'll participate, but we want them to participate a certain way. You need to be here every Wednesday when he go to practice. I go to every game. You should go to every game. I go to every practice. You should go to every practice. I'm at the bake sale. You should be at the bake sale. You have to take people where they are. You had signs and symbols about this person. You knew about this person's inconsistency before you, and maybe you didn't, but again, that should also be a lesson for you. Get to know this person. Is this a person that I would like to procreate with? Is this a person that seems responsible? Those are the questions I would ask now versus, hey, I want a baby and let's just do it, or oops, we about to have a baby. You have to know the person that you are laying down with so that you know whether this person is a responsible person or if this person wants a child. An oops moment Doesn't mean that I'm a bad parent. It just means that maybe I wasn't ready for it and I have to wrap my mind around it. You'll hear me say mentally prepare all the time. And that means I have to wrap my mind around whatever idea it is, whether that's just mentally prepare for my work week or mentally prepare for a situation that I'm about to encounter. Mentally prepared means wrap my mind around it, open myself up to it, and be able to decipher the situation and the things that and the stimuli that are coming to me, so that I can make the best decisions for whatever the situation is. So know that, be your best, and then allow that person access if it's safe and it's something that is that you're in agreement with, and then however they foster their relationship is their own business. You don't have to lay down and be a doormat and be like walk all over me and just so you can be a father.
Right.
You never know, you may meet somebody two months after you have your baby, or 2 years after you have this baby, and this is a great father. So be open and just deal with the best that you can under the circumstances of the situation that you're dealing with. That's all I can say for you on that situation.
What is loud? Y'all have 20-year-old. My baby is 22. She is
He
22.
said maybe it's the soup talking.
The loudmouth soup, that liquor.
Listen, I don't even want to tell you, Terry T, how vain it was, because while I was talking to Abigail and giving her that last message, I was looking at how golden brown I look in this light, like, oh my God. You know, the sun done went down a little bit, so now it's just a little light from the thing. And I'm like, dang, Angie, you look nice and golden brown. All that walking outside that made your face all brown. And, you know, you got that nice little glow from that little boop, boop, boop of spray you put on. So I'm just saying, Terry T, I feel you. We're on the same page. We do look good right now.
Yes.
You're welcome, Miss Abigail. Oh, Sheri, did you have anything for Miss Abigail?
Sheri trying to sober up.
I've been sober.
Terry T, Sheri is very much a Red Bull person. Energy drinks.
That's worse than
I was spending a heavy amount of money on energy drinks. Like Red Bull is good, but they are expensive. Who's next?
I don't have
this is organic
because
from the earth. It started out as a potato, ain't that what they say?
It's organic, vegan.
Yeah, I'm on a 21-day vegan challenge.
It's vegan.
So one meal a week is vegan. So all last week, one meal was vegan. Now this week, 2 meals will be vegan, and then next week, 3 meals will be vegan.
Oh, that's good.
Curly girl, let me tell you, I used to hate Red Bull when I first tasted it. Then I had it again, and I thought it tastes like cream soda to me. I just loved it, the regular one. And I was, for a minute, listen, it was costing me a grip. Like you'd have thought that I had a problem in this way, because them Red Bulls ain't no joke. When you been there like, yes, let me get a week's worth, and it'd be like $40. Hold on, people, wait a minute. Red Bulls cost a lot.
If this is my only vice.
That white berry coconut sure do have a chokehold.
Is that what that is?
This is fig and apple.
That's the new fall.
Oh, okay. Let me tell you what had the lock on me, that watermelon from the summer, that watermelon. Oh my God. And then Sonic had the nerve to have a watermelon Slurpee, a Red Bull Slurpee. I used to be in there like, you know what? I can't stand it. Give me one of those Slurpees and shut up. Give me that Red Bull Slurpee and shut up.
You took my card away.
If you order
like watermelon.
But if you go order in the app, you know, Sonic, you get happy hour all the time. I used to be in there like, let me get one of them Red Bull Slurpees. Listen, had me on live. All right, Miss Curly Girl, what are you saying? May I have a reading?
Do you think that's because I got booted off because my Wi-Fi went down and back up?
Miss Honey, Miss Curly Girl, as I read that, I said what I heard was, if this was your daughter, because sometimes I have to put this in another perspective of people. If this was your daughter and the little fella she was talking to was treating her like this, what would you tell her? Would you tell her to wait for him to come back? Would you tell her to just sit there in her sorrow and wait for somebody who's obviously not thinking that she's special enough? That's what you need to think about. If this was your daughter, what would you tell your daughter about Javon? Is Javon worthy of your daughter's time? Because if he's not worthy of your daughter's time, then he's not worthy of your time. Or if this was your sister, or if this was your best friend, what would you tell them? Sometimes you need to decide, is he worthy of my time? Because you teach people how to treat you. If he can disappear for a month and then come back and it be all good, that means he's going to keep doing whatever he wants to do. If you're important to somebody, they are consistent. You teach people how to treat you. If this was your best friend and she just disappeared for a month and then she came back, you would be like, where you been? What you been doing? You would have questions, but because this is potential, because you might be a little digmatized right now, you is allowing him to just be, you just allowing yourself to be like, I can't let go. Let me tell you when I let go. Listen, there are several ways that make me let you go and lose all my love for you. One, the judge broke us up. When you get sentenced to some prison time, the judge broke us up. I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm not that ride or die, and I'm just not gonna wait at home for you to get out. Have a nice life. When you get out, I probably won't be there. I'm just gonna tell you that now. Number two, when you hit me, every ounce of love in me just diminishes. Listen, I work real hard on keeping this face beat, keeping this body in line, and you think you about to use it as a punching bag? Let me tell you that love don't live here anymore, and I'm moving on. And then the third thing that makes me want to move on is when you do not give me the attention that I desire. So this person has for a whole month not thought of you, not responded to you, not talked to you, and it has not missed you in any way. Think about that. Is that respectful? Is that the kind of friendship you want? Is that the kind of relationship you want? So regardless of the cards that I pull or the pendulums that we do, think about it logically. Is this the precedence that you want to set in the relationship that you're in? Regardless if it's 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, is this a precedent that you want to set? So that's what I'm asking. Um, she says, I blocked and unblocked him about 5 times today. I know I deserve better, but I'm struggling to move on. Again, people are going to treat you the way. Look, if this was your employer treating you like that, would you be okay with your. Look, if your employer wasn't giving you your paycheck, you would have something to say. If your employer didn't pay you for a month, you sure wouldn't be sitting there talking about, well, I don't know if I should stay here and keep working, if I should move on. You would be done packed up your stuff so fast and be at some attorney's office talking about they owe me back wages that you wouldn't even know what to do. So you decide. Every aspect of your life is a decision on your behalf. I am going to pull a card for you. You guys can go ahead. That's just all I wanted you to see, Miss Curry. And I do understand that desire to want to be wanted. Sometimes we just want someone to talk to, want somebody to love us the way that we want to be loved. So this is the thing that I tell you to do. Ask the universe, ask your higher power, release those things that no longer serve me. Maybe you don't have the courage to say release Javon from me yet because you're not ready to say that. So just say those things that no longer serve me and allow the universe to take that desire away from you. Allow the universe to make it be 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and you haven't thought of him at all. You haven't missed him. So don't ask the universe, oh, can I have somebody else to replace him? Because you're just putting yourself back in the same trap. What you want is to release him, to heal yourself, and then be a healed person. If you met you, are you somebody you would want to date? Are you emotionally stable enough for somebody to want to date you? So that's what I tell people. Are you somebody you want to date? And if somebody was asking me, hell yeah, because I'm funny. I like to go out. I like to drink. I like to have sex. I like to watch movies. I like to do all kinds of stuff. So I'm a very nice person to deal with, and I cook if you're nice to me. That's all I'm just saying.
Mm.
You guys can go ahead on Miss Curly Girl.
Mm. So first card I got was the moon and emotions. Basically, and it resonated once it popped out once you said I unblocked him 5 times
Today.
today. It's time to keep the block on because emotions are fickle. Because like you love him and you care about him, but his actions are saying something so different. And like Angie said, what would you tell your daughter?
And what if you end up procreating with this person and he just disappeared like that? That means you got to raise a child by yourself. You have to look at the totality of the circumstances, not just, oh, how is he as a boyfriend? What if we slip up and boop, 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 now we pregnant? I already know based on the way that he treat me that he's not going to be a good dad or that he's
Right.
not going to be, available for the child. So think about that when you're making these decisions based on what he's doing. And if he's been away for a month, what you think he doing and who you think he doing it with?
Let me tell you something. My niece is pregnant. And I went to try to get, I said, okay, I'm going to get her stuff that the baby needs. A box of diapers is $40.
Jesus Christ.
I had to clutch my chest. I said, oh, I'm glad this
you
guy.
Gotta buy them for about a year at least. At least.
Let me tell you something. I'm so glad this factory is damn dried up, closed, burnt up, and gone. I'm too old, but anyway, the other card that I drew,
you ain't too old.
It came out of my African goddesses. And this, I was kind of perplexed, but then again, I'm not. Somebody's close to you, that they passed on, and this card is divine lineage, Sarah Lakali, and basically the person who has passed on, your ancestors, they have given you signs. They are trying to protect you, and they are around you, and they keep giving you messages and signs, and they keep saying that girl hard-headed. This is not what your ancestors want for you. They are around you. They keep giving you signs. They keep trying to whisper in your ear, and I don't know if you're paying attention or not, but this is the divine lineage card, which means your ancestors they're trying to protect you before you do have to get bottles of formulas or have this person.
She's talking about $40 for a box of diapers and you gotta buy that for 12 months, honey. Every single month you gotta buy that. Plus at least 12. You know what I'm saying? That's the minimum. Some people have their kid potty trained, but that's the minimum that you gotta buy. And also, daycare costs almost for a newborn is like $250 to $350 a week, honey. So get your calculator out and get to calculating that $1,500 that you gotta pay. And then when you want to go somewhere and you can't go nowhere, and we're not discouraging you for having kids, but I'm saying listen, I wish I had made better choices than the person I picked for my father, because let me tell you, let me tell you. Just don't do it. And you said these actions are non-existent. So you're waiting for somebody to come back into your life and just treat you like and just be non-existent again. You want him to come back. I know it's the holiday season. I can tell that it's the holiday season and wanting that love and wanting that romance. Miss Sheri, go ahead. Oh, Alicia, were you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Go, Miss Sheri.
So oh my gosh, I got like so much. It's this. I got a couple of things. One, you don't like to sit alone, and like you don't want to feel like, well, why wasn't I good enough? So if he's not with me, he's with somebody else. So why wasn't I good enough? You got to get out of that. That's not about you. That's about him. That's a him. That's a him.
Right.
So you're not loving yourself enough. So I'm getting that right here. Like you need to love yourself enough. You're putting your value on what somebody else thinks of you as opposed to what you think of yourself. And I'm also getting this, like you need to meditate, and I'm horrible at meditating. I'm not the person to tell you to meditate, but I am the person to tell you that self-love is super important. And I didn't realize that for a very, very long time. And now I realize that it is so important to not only like yourself, love yourself, but be in love with yourself. We fall in and out of love with ourselves so much. We do all of this stuff for other partners. We buy them certain things. We do stuff for them. We make them feel good, but we forget to fall in love with ourselves. And fall in love with yourself and don't worry about what he's doing with somebody else, because it's not about you not being good enough for him. It's more about him not being good enough for you. Flip the script, change your perspective, because girl, he's just not. He's just not. I asked my pendulum if he was your soulmate or twin flame, and they said no. He's just a lesson. He's a lesson for you to learn that you need that you don't need this.
I did pull some cards for you, Miss Curly Girl, because all the information I gave you was just common sense stuff. But the first card I got, then it flew out like it wasn't nobody's business, was that Eight of Cups, and that's walking away. You are mentally preparing yourself to walk away, and mentally you walk away over and over and over. You've had the conversation with him in your head 50 times. This is what I'm going to say when he texts. This is how I'm going to be. And you keep changing it and changing and changing, and that's okay, because sometimes you need to walk it out in your head and be prepared for it. Because if you're not prepared for it, and then he just come up, all the emotions start rushing, and just like all their blood rushed down today, you know what? All your blood rushed down there too, and then you are tingling and want to be touched and kissed and hugged, and it don't take much for him to be on top of you again. So what I'm saying is, be prepared. You can continue to go over them questions in your head, or you can block him and move on. Let me tell you, my block status is long. Verizon be like, her block list longer than her contact list. Listen. Then I get the next card is clarity. This is that ace. This is that ace of swords. This is you going back and forth. Like like this says new ideas, new plans, intellectual ability. You're having a hard time with it, because I'm surprised there wasn't a cup card. Oh, there is a Knight of Cups, but it's in reverse, because you're letting your emotions override your logical thought. You know in your head he's bad for you. You know in your head he's disrespectful. You know in your head you wouldn't want to describe how he treats you to your best friends or to anybody else, or have him treat your daughter like that. You know all these things in your head, but your heart wants what the heart wants, and your body wants what it needs, honey. So you got a double bam bam wham. Thank you. I need some today, man. So that's where you are wanting something that is not good for you. So you're trying to be in that new thought, but you're letting your emotions override it. So then I got the Eight of Wands, and I normally don't read reversals, but yours came out in the reverse. And what they told me is that you're stalling the information from coming. It's like it's coming. One of you said that her ancestors or somebody in her past was trying to reach her and help her. That was Alicia. This is the information trying to come for you. It's in the reverse, but it's like you have a shield up to receive the information and the clarity that you need. But as soon as he come around, you just let the shield down and you just fall on out and lay on the ground and let him walk all over you. But when you ask spirit, and when they start sending you the information, you start doubting. Now you want to doubt. Oh, that can't be spirit. That can't be my grandma. That ain't why I'm thinking about apple pie, because it's my grandmama. Your grandmama like, look, I made your apple pie. I want you to know that's me, and don't you do it, girl, because I will push you down the flight of stairs if you go back to him. So your people are always trying to talk to you. When you have those songs, this is what they're saying. It's in the reverse because you're not receiving it, or you're discrediting it as, oh, that's not what it means. That's not what it is. Sometimes we have to be honest with ourselves and say, hey, but what you are saying, I admit, I know that he's not right for me. I know I should move on, but I want. Sometimes people want somebody in the bed with them. Sometimes people want somebody to accompany them to the movies, or to go out to eat with, or to laugh with. But are you really getting that when you're together? Or is it just a longer period of time that you're dealing with the situation you're dealing with now? Is it that much better when you're in connection with this person than when you're not in connection with that person? And then the last thing I got is the Knight of Cups, and that's that passion coming in. Normally, that's that romantic proposal, that offer, that invitation coming your way. But yours was in the reversal. Yours is in the reverse, and that's unrequited love. That's you giving out love that is not being received. You wanted a little bit more than this person. I feel like this person has told you that they didn't want to, or that they just want to kind of, have a sexual relationship, or that they just kind of wanted to be friends with benefits, and they told you this, and you were hoping it would be more, and it never did turn into more. So this is that unrequited love. This is the reason that you're not that it's not working out for you, is because it's just not what it's supposed to be. Sometimes you have to learn the art of letting go. And I know it's hard, but again, you speak that life into you. You said, I know I should, I know I should. Why don't you just say, I release those things that no longer serve me and allow the universe to remove that from your heart? So there's nothing that we can tell you regarding this. You have to decide that you're ready to move on and then speak those things into existence. Speak about it. Speak about it. Yeah, you went through the pain. Yeah, you want to be with somebody, but then maybe you should say, I want to be in love. I want to spend some time with someone. How do I get from where I am now to finding that love of my life? Or finding the person that I can have my future with. And then that may be the universe taking some things from you. You speak what you want and ask, how do I get from where I am now to where I want to be, and allow the universe to take you on that journey. But be receptive to it. Understand when you're receiving messages and acknowledge those messages and lean into it. So that's what I have for you. He says,
I think he says what you want to hear, because he knows friends with benefits wouldn't give
I'm
him.
gonna tell you, his friends that I want you to be my wife if I'm trying to pull them panties off. If my
Exactly.
hand is up your dress and I'm trying to, of course I want you to be my wife. But if I'm trying to get out and go see this other thing on the side, I'll be like, well, I'm just kind of want to be friends. I don't want nothing serious.
Yep.
Oh, well, maybe we should just hook up every now and then. Depending on what I'm trying to get from you, I'm gonna change what I say to you all the time.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, I know.
The red Mercury Gatorade is coming around. So guess what? He gonna come back, and that's gonna be your test.
Remember, is he a person that's gonna pay that $1,500 for that daycare? And let me tell you this: these new grandmamas is not sitting at home with them kids. So let me tell you this: if you think your mama about to be babysitting, she about to be at the casino. Like, honey, I'm not about to do it. So before you get out there and have a baby and think, oh, my mama's supposed to help me. No, she don't have to help you. You lay down and let Billy Bob, Joe Thornton just lay on top of you and make that child. Remember that. Listen, what you need to do is just go look how much a stroller costs, how much a car seat costs, and you got to buy stages of car seats. I'm just saying there's a totality to this that is affecting you. Whether you just say, oh, I want to be with him, look at all these things that he can affect in your life. Think about
Right.
it. And he doesn't seem like a nice person. 1,500 a month, honey. Yes. Newborns in daycare, like under 6 weeks, or no, you actually have to wait till they're 6 weeks. They're like $250 to $350 a week, honey, per week. Every week, that's what you're paying them to take care of your infant child. And those prices don't drop until they're like one, potty trained, walking. All of that that's a long time. That's 12 months of that 250, honey, to 350. And 350 is if you find somebody 250 is if you find somebody reasonable. It could be 350 or more at
And
a
don't forget,
reputable daycare
you got
center.
to take diapers. They got to have a set of diapers at the daycare. They don't provide diapers. They
always need you to put some more diapers in the bag.
2 sets of clothes. If they crap up their back at home, they crap up their back at daycare. Wipes.
Just remember that it's a lot. It costs a lot to have a kid, honey. A stroller be like $300-$400. A car seat, the diaper bag, the wipes, the little butt cream, all that stuff costs, honey. What you think that it's a magical pony? When they drop the stork off, they just drop you a whole bundle starter kit. They don't bring you nothing. You got to figure that out.
She said, I didn't know that. I grew up with a random neighbor watching me and my sip. Oh, that's the village. Those don't. No.
Oh, when I found out about childcare, when I had to do it, because when we were younger, my grandmother we lived in the house with my grandmother, so my grandmother kept us and helped my mom with us. But when we had children, we had to pay that daycare. And at the time, it was like $250 for a newborn. And it's even higher than that now. So why don't you just look in your area at some of the daycares and be like, oh, I have an 8-week-old baby. How much is that going to cost? Look at how much diapers cost. Look at how much formula costs. Look at how much, wipes cost. Just babies cost a lot. And honey, you ain't getting no sleep. And I love my sleep. Miss Angie don't like to be waking up in the middle of the night at 1:47 because you want a bottle. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I just can't. I can't do it. You are welcome, Miss Curly Girl. We just want you to know from years of experience what we've dealt with and what it you know what you may not be considering, because sometimes we have those rose colored glasses on and all we see is that I miss him, I want to be with him, I want him. But we teach people how to treat us. So if you're allowing him to keep coming back and forth, then he's going to keep coming back and forth. You have to decide that that's what it is. And you said you keep deleting him. You may have to just, I mean, you keep blocking him. You may have to delete everything, the whole, all conversations, all call logs, the name and the phone number, everything out your phone, so that you don't even see what it is when it comes through, and then block that number, be done. Because sometimes if we have that temptation, we're going to go in there and be like, well, let me just see if he tried to call, if he tried to come back, if he want to see me, if he kind of sort of, let me go check his page, let me go see what he doing, let me see who he went out with last week. So sometimes, and then sometimes we be looking for that last thing to break our heart and make us just move on.
100% been there.
Exactly. So that's all I'm saying, Miss Curly Girl. But I hope you find the love of your life, and I hope you're able to move on. But that is the one thing that I would say is to say I want to release those things that no longer serve me and watch all those things fall away. For all of you people who are asking, can you get on the list? The list is closed. It has been closed. We've been on for 2.5 hours. We have about 4 or 5 more people, and then we're done. I'm sorry if you missed this, but tomorrow Shauna will be back on in the morning. Don and Susan will be back on Tuesday morning. Me and Don will be back on Wednesday night. And then Dawn and Shauna will be back on Thursday, and then we'll be back on Sunday. So if you missed your opportunity to get on the list, we're sorry. But again, we've been on 2 hours and 22 minutes exactly. And so we've gone through quite a bit of people, and my energy is draining. And I cooked the steak, and I'm hungry, so I'm about to go eat. What to expect when expected. Listen, that's a nice version of it. What to expect when expected. You know what I had? Pregnancy for Dummies. And I loved it. I love that book. My friend bought it for me, Pregnancy for Dummies, and it described every ache, pain, situation, and all kinds of stuff that I was going through, every stage of the pregnancy. And that's just the pregnancy, Miss Curly Girl. You ain't even got, you ain't even had the baby. That 9 months. Listen, if you tell me I gotta go 9 months without wine right now, I might slap you. Like, what? Me and my doctor might bulk up if he told me I was pregnant. Like, I mean, might for real be fighting, and y'all will see me on the news. Like, woman goes crazy in the doctor's office because he told her she was pregnant. Like, don't believe the hype. I can't do it. I can't do it.
So who's next?
Oh, Crystal said she labeled them all as do not answer. That's all I'm saying. She said there's so many people she have no idea who it is.
I'm done with the kid questions. Just looking over it.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm not sure if I should get a divorce or not. I'm experiencing so much pressure. Pressure from who? Whose pressure you should get a divorce? Let me say this. When I am telling somebody, I'm never going to root against your marriage. I'm never going to tell you to get a divorce. I will tell you what I see in the cards, but I'm never going to say you should get a divorce. I'm just going to tell you what I see. I'm never going to root against love, and I'm never going to root against your divorce unless there's some physical danger or situations, but I'm always going to root for love. But in this situation, I will do a 3-card spread for you. But you guys can go ahead. Listen, go ahead and have some peach Chardonnay right now, Miss Curly Girl. Did you take shots with us? Listen. Peach Chardonnay. That sounds good, girl. Peach Chardonnay. What kind is that? That's what I'm talking about, some peach Chardonnay.
There's so much financial.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay.
So let me say this. Okay, go ahead, Sheri. Go ahead.
Okay. So I don't do marital advice. I don't do medical advice, and I don't do pregnancy or kids. So, but if you allow finance, mother-in-law, etc., to interfere with your marriage, then you're not holding your boundaries. But to answer your question, my pendulum is saying yes. However, if you change your boundaries, should you get a divorce? My pendulum then just says no.
Mm.
So if you're going the way you're going, yes. But if you change your boundaries and sit down with your husband and say, these are my boundaries, this is what our marriage should be like, and he agrees, it's a partnership, not whatever, then no.
This is my thing on that
Not very
situation. Your mother-in-law didn't just pop up and become a nuisance. She was probably a nuisance while y'all were dating, and you overlooked it, and you thought she would grow to love you. So you have multiple choices. You can either decide to stay in it and deal with the mother-in-law because she's not going to change. You can have this conversation with her over and over and over again, and she's not going to change. She's going to be there. So do you want to keep having this conversation with her? Or is your peace of mind worth it? Do you just want to move on and be done with it? That's what I'm saying. So you need to make that decision. Is my peace of mind worth this relationship, worth dealing with his mom, worth dealing with the finances, worth all of it? Is what I'm receiving from this relationship worth me staying in it? Or am I giving more than I'm receiving? Am I tolerating more than receiving? Do I just need to move on? Those are questions that you need to ask yourself, not asking us, should you file for divorce? Because all I'm going to do is do the pendulum. And based on the feelings that you have now, that may be yes, but you may be sitting in anger because maybe you just had an argument with your mother-in-law. She's getting on your nerves. And so that's the situation that you're in now. But tomorrow you may wake up in a loving energy and be like, I want to work for my marriage. So those are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Is what I'm going through or is what I'm receiving from this marriage worth what I'm giving? And do I think there's a way to balance it out where it could be something that will make both of us truly happy? Because a marriage should be happy. It shouldn't be strife all the time.
Has anybody seen that show, I'm in Love with a Mama's Boy, on Lifetime? Is it Lifetime? TLC. I'm in love.
I haven't watched it, but I've seen the previews of it.
Because when she asked her question, I saw, I think her name is Lila, Shahid's mom, and he's like Pakistan, but she does everything for him. So maybe I'm not picking up on that correctly, but is he a mama's boy? Like he tends to side with his mom instead of you? I could be wrong. Oh. And you're basically wanting him to put his foot down because you can create all the boundaries in the world, but if he doesn't stand up to his mama, it's you're going to be back in that same rotation. Like, I'm your wife, you need to stay. That's sticky right there.
And then not to be like a total shithead in the dark, but what's going to happen when his mom passes away?
Well,
how is he going to react or be in part of the marriage at that point?
And see, yeah, because like, okay, when you watch the show, these men have, when I say the umbilical cord is still attached as grown men, it is beyond a normal mother and son relationship. That's because once I read the question, Lila popped right up, and I was like, wait, why would she pop up? I could see her clear as day. And then I saw the little TLC at the bottom because, okay, transparency. Me and my child, we are addicted to the show. So we know all the players. We know everybody. And I mean, I was just like, because when she said mother-in-law and finances, and I saw Lila, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I think a lot of it is that she's waiting for him to put his foot down with the mama, because that's why the mama keeps crossing the boundaries, because he's not putting his foot down. But that's all I got.
She said he's a mama's boy, definitely. Let me tell you this. Nothing makes me want to have sex with somebody more than somebody who got some authority and some bass in their voice. And if your mama rule your world, you ain't got no authority. And that is the quickest way to make me dry up, sir. Just, boop, we're not. Listen.
My God, Angie. I just.
Exactly. You need to have some authority and some bass in your voice. If I be like, I want to, hey, quit whining. Okay.
That's
what I'm saying. Ain't nothing like a strong voice and a strong man and a person with a backbone who be like, hey, why is you acting like this? You got a problem? We need to have a meet. There's a meeting in my bedroom. Ain't that what Silk said? Look, sometimes you listen, some authority, listen. Have some authority, person. Let me tell you. You got some authority, you got some bass in your voice, you got some act right in you. Let me tell you, you can get a lot more listen.
This honey, it will flow. Ooh. But yeah, I think that's what it is. He, like when you were talking about boundaries, she's waiting for him to set the boundaries, because he's letting the mama cross. Yeah, he's letting the mama cross him. But once you start setting your boundaries, like look at here, the cookie jar, the lid is on.
Look at here.
The lid is on it, and it ain't coming off until all this is done.
Listen, I'm telling you, put a little bass in your voice. Look, the panties just slide right off. Bloop. Oh, okay. I didn't even see that. Like, I'm just saying, y'all is dealing with these people. Listen, the best way to make me be unattracted to you is to be backpedaling, don't know how to make no decisions, him and hawing. Listen, some authority. Have some authority. Have some bass in your voice. I'm not dealing with a mama's boy at all. Listen, let me tell you what my son did to me. So I be on his computer all the time, right?
All right, so I drink a lot of water.
So he gets into on his computer, and I done logged into Amazon and everything. He texts me while I'm at work and says, "Ma, I went and added all the items to your cart that I want to to build my computer, and so they in there. You just got to pay for it." Then he went and built another cart for all the pieces that he need to build the actual computer. Authority. He just like, Ma, this is what I need. Okay, that's what I need. You to get up and make some decisions. You to get up and have some initiative. My child be like, Mama, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. He be like, sign here, blah, 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 blah. And that's what I do. Because I've raised him to be very independent. And sometimes he's so independent, it feels like I'm just, living with another adult, because he doesn't ask me for anything. You want someone who is strong. Yes, he was raised by a female, but he has the strength and he has a backbone and he knows how to make decisions and he knows how to get shit done, for lack of a better word. He just knows how to go out and get stuff done. So what you need is somebody who knows how to go out and get something done.
Let me tell you, put the lid on. Say, look.
Crystal said her fallopian tubes might fix themselves if you know how to act right. Listen, a nice little bass in the voice. Listen, straighten you right on up. That's all I'm saying. So I'm never going to root against love, Miss Bartman, but I'm not going to. I am going to tell you that you need to decide how you want to live the rest of your life, in turmoil with this old lady or in peace with somebody else. You could be fighting to hold on to this piece. You ever seen that one picture of Jesus and the little girl, she holding on to this little teddy bear, and he got this big giant teddy bear behind him? You could be holding on to this love, and it could be, and your other love could just be waiting in the wind and end up going to Susie Q because you still with Mr. Bartman. Listen, you decide what you want to do. It's your life. It's how you want to live your future. But let me tell you what I'm not going to do. Be miserable and dealing with you and your mom and she and all our decisions. We go on vacation and she got to go too. Excuse me, Mama Bartman going too? Oh, okay.
Let me tell you.
Why don't you just take her because I'm not going? Look, why don't you just take her because I'm not going?
they went to Vegas and the mama went, I would have been like, I'm packing big cotton panties the whole trip.
No, you know what? It seems like y'all in love. Why don't you just take your mom and I'm gonna stay here and go talk to the attorney? Well, first of
Right.
all, we wouldn't have got married because a lot of this seems like it would have come up in a relationship, and you just didn't decide to act on it. That's that what they say. What your cup say, Alicia? That you turned on red flags pink. You made
Yeah.
them pink. You knew it was happening because I think about some of the situations that I went go through with my son's dad, and I'm like, you saw these flags, you overlooked. You thought that maybe on a good day with the sun shine brightly and he get knocked upside the head by an acorn that he might get it together, but he didn't.
Yep.
Didn't enough acorns. You need to shake a whole tree out on his head, and that's why he ain't act right. I'm just saying.
Or maybe the whole tree.
Exactly. All right. So who's next? Next, I was gonna say who, Lord.
Deborah D. Is that Davy?
Is Miss Deborah here? Deborah Davy, are you still here? If you're not, then we're just gonna take somebody else in your steed. Miss Deborah Davy, are you still here? Going once, going twice. You're on Facebook, so I know it takes a little bit of time to. Hi, Miss Susan. Hi, Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth, sending you love and light and just all kinds of healing. Oh, this is a horrible time to lose someone in your family, and I'm just sending you so much love and light.
Hey, Miss Susan. I love Miss Susan. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Bartman.
I don't think Deborah is in. I tried to message her. I went to elementary school with her.
Okay.
6th grade. Valley Christian Elementary School, mind you. But I don't think she's here.
Okay. Or is there another one or two people who are in here who might want something? We're approaching 3 hours. But if you guys, you know what, y'all, my steak is calling. So I mean, if y'all
Yeah,
done.
I'm done. Because I got to early
I'm
this week. This week is the Christmas party
glad
at
I
work.
got.
I need my energy.
Listen, people, if y'all need an escort for y'all, not an escort like that kind of escort, but if y'all need a plus one for
Girl,
you, wait a minute, how much y'all paying? Hold on. Okay.
right? Like sugar baby.
Listen, this hair don't pay for itself. I'm just saying. I got a cart full of hair that you can pay for, and listen. But back to the message at hand. If you need a plus one for your Christmas party in the Phoenix area, I will go with you. Because listen, all I like to do is put on a little dress. So that's all I'm just saying. Can I get the next 3-month readings? No, because we already did that for you, Miss Divinely got it. I swear Don and them just did a reading. Listen, all our readings for you are the same. That man, that German. But Miss Divinely got it. If you'll stay for a minute, maybe somebody else get something different. I know what my reading gonna be for you, but hold on, we'll get to you. Miss Shauna Skinner. I feel like we just read her because that's Shawana. Oh, you know what? She was on Dawn and them live Thursday, and I don't know if she was available. I remember seeing that name because y'all know I watch every reading, and yes, I remember what question y'all put in there too. So I'm just saying, I remember you being on there because I remember Shauna going, is it Shawana or is it Shauna?
You hear me? You have an idolic memory.
That's just because I'm nosy. And I like to prove when people lying, like, that ain't what you said. I remember on the 13th, you said that it was Christmas, blah, blah, blah. That's all. Okay. Shawana. Okay. It's Shawana. Okay. So you want another reading. Do you remember anything that Don and them told you? Because I think a lot of people jump around from reading to reading and they don't remember any information. So they're just continuing to get the same reading over and over. But I'm going to give you a pass. What did you ask for? She didn't ask for next 3 months. Oh, no, she asked for just a general.
Yep.
I guess a general. Okay. Miss Shawana. We're going to take Miss Shawana, then we're going to take Divinely Guided, and then we're done. So did you pin Divinely Guided, Crystal, and then we're done after Miss Divinely Guided? Shawana. But if you guys have anything, you can go ahead. Okay, so immediately what I heard was Shawana needs to get up, get out, and do something. Don't let the something on the world pass you by. That's a song, right? What song is that?
Get up, get out. And I know what song that is. And guess what freaking card I pulled?
World card.
Well, this is not Oracle. It's Globe and it's possibilities. Because you said get up, get out, and do something. So I pulled possibilities. You have the world at your fingertips, but you might be making important connections online, preparing to travel, or literally moving to a new home. This movement, whether it be a relocation for a job, an unexpected trip, or a metaphorical journey of learning, may force you out of your comfort zone. So embrace it. So, yeah, you said get up, get out, and do something. And I pulled that.
And it's Outcast, Get Up, Get Out. That's the name of the song.
Yep.
And it says you need to get up, get out, and do something. Don't let the days of your life pass you by.
Yep.
Don't spend all your time trying to get high. I don't know if you're getting high, but that's what I'm saying. So that's what I heard immediately. You need to get up, get out, and do something. You need to take some action. It's like you've been sitting back, waiting on spirit to guide you, but not acting on the guidance that they're giving you. Because a lot of people think that the guidance that they're going to receive is going to be some loud, boisterous voice saying, turn left at the light, there'll be a money tree, go and pick the money off of it. The universe talks to you in so many ways. You have to allow the universe to speak to you. So that's what I'm going to say about that. But go ahead, Miss Sheri, you can go ahead on that.
So it makes sense because I did oracle cards, and then so I've got a closing circle, which is pure intent, secret doors, timing, and experience. And you were just talking like she's closed off. And then I got like peace, or the selfless, which is peace, impact, and importance. But then you're like, get up and get out. And I got an opening of the circle. And coming from my thought of it is that when you open circle, it's a ritualistic thing that you open with usually other people to let the divine come in, to let spirit come in, to let the things that you need to receive, your tribe, and all of those, the information, but you're not getting out to get your circle. You're not creating your tribe and your family. So at first I was like, I'm not understanding this, but when I was listening to the lady speak, I was like, oh, this makes perfect sense. Stupid light. Sorry. Fighting with my light.
Man in the chat, Divinely Guided. Keena's not here. She abandoned us. She had to go to a baby shower.
How dare she?
Unless she's in the comments. Were you done, Miss Sheri?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, oh my God, dang. Oh my God. Okay. So this goes right along with what I was hearing is that all of yours seem to be work related right now. That's what I got because I got wands. Wands is business, is wishes, is what you want. So I get that whatever issue you're going through. So this is a vision that I saw. I saw a building being, at first I thought it was being constructed. They were building a building, but now I see that the building is falling apart. Is your place of business about to go out of business, or is it kind of deteriorating because it's a building and the building is crumbling? And you keep falling from one floor to the next floor to the next floor. So there's all these windows that I see. There are businesses that are offices, and you keep out, and not necessarily you are being demoted, but maybe the business reputation or the business keeps dropping, going lower, lower, lower. And you thought, no, I want to advance. I want to move forward. I thought this had potential. I thought I was going to get it. And so the card I got was the Three of Wands. Usually, is that the three? Yes. Usually the Three of Wands is about movement. It's about waiting for your ships to come in. You've already made the planning. You're outside of your kingdom and you're just waiting on the things that you planned for to come true. But in this situation, yours was in the reverse. And in the reverse, for this situation, they're telling me it's because you're confused with your career. You don't know what to do. Should I stay on this sinking ship? And I heard the word Titanic, or should I jump ship and move to someplace else? Like, you really seem to be devoted to this company, but they don't seem to be devoted to their employees. So I feel like the job is the business is going down. Like this, it's like I see each floor falling. Boom, boom, boom. So the business is going under. Is how I see it. That may not be true for you, but that's the way that they're showing it to me. Is that you're in this office building. The building has the frame. The building has started to fall apart, and now I can see in there because there's nothing to protect you in the business. So that's the one thing. But then I got that you're in that Queen of Wands energy. You can wish for what you want. You can set yourself out there. You can put your resume out there. This is a time for this is a time for employees. You make the decisions as to what you want. So you decide what kind of job you want. You set your intention on it. You update your resume. You look for those jobs out there. And come the new year, you'll have a new job. Or you can stay on this sinking ship. You right now, you're saying that that it doesn't seem to be like, because I think I asked about was the business going under, and I saw a no, so I'm assuming you were answering that question. But what I'm getting is it's a sinking ship, and you have the ability to move on. Just, are you going to stay, or are you going to make preparation for the new year to be gone? But then I got that devil energy. This is that addiction. This is that codependency. Actually, it's not. They're saying no. As I was saying it, they said no. This is that pessimism. Will I be able to find a job? What about this? What, you're questioning everything. Instead of stepping out there, you're questioning everything and you're holding yourself back. So the reason you're not having any progress moving forward in your business and you keep dropping back is because you have that pessimism about your own self, not about the business, because you seem to be doing very well. It's the business that isn't making the sound decisions, and you are in that pessimistic attitude, and they're saying no. Believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities, believe in your skills, put yourself out there, and you can make better. You can be doing better this time next year than you are doing right now. And then this right here, this is your hard work. I love the way they do the Seven of Pentacles, because again, it's all your seeds down here. And what Don pointed out to me last time, well, it's the chakras. It's all of the chakras. You planted all those seeds down there, and then you see it's all taking root and it's growing up and it's coming through a watch on there, because that means that your time has come. You've been waiting, and now all those seeds that you planted, all that hard work, it's harvest time. So you decide, are you going to stay on this sinking ship and go down with it? Or are you going to reap the harvest and move forward? Get out of that pessimism and move forward with the skills and abilities that you have, where you can be more valued than you are at the current place of employment. So that's what I got for you, Miss Shawana. Sheri already went. Alicia, did you have anything else for her? So that's it. So, Miss Shawana, I hope that helps you. But that's what I get, is that you could be doing a lot better in your career if you would go ahead and believe in yourself and put yourself out there with your skills and ability and move on from where you are now. So that's what I got. So the next person is Divinely Guided. Can I get a next 3 months? You guys can go ahead. I'm actually just going to do 3 cards of January, February, March, literally. Last name, is it Jean Domingo, whatever? No, I don't see a wedding on January 28th.
So I pulled a 9 of Hearts, a 7 of Hearts, and a Queen of Hearts. So the 9 of Hearts says like new home, new family, a shift in family and relationships. The 7 of Hearts says the opposite of love, hate or terror, fear of another or danger. And then the Queen of Hearts is the soulmate, the client, the perfect ideal soulmate. So it looks like you have had a shift in your family and or a shift in a situation, whether it's been or it's happening. And then it's going to cause a lot of problems. However, with that, you are going to eventually meet somebody that is going to fit comfortably with you and your lifestyle. Sorry, this light is really weird. It's going to fit comfortably with you and everything around you. So like there's a shift coming. How it's going to be in the next 3 months, I don't, you know, people fall in and out of whatever.
All right, Alicia, you can go ahead.
Well, my cards lined up with what Sheri was saying because I got 8 of Cups. So she's seems like walking away from something. So basically, like she was saying, a shift or something like that. Then I got 4 of Wands, that community reunion, coming home, celebrations, or like people said, the wedding card. And then I got that the partnership, the lovers card. That's what I got.
Okay, so I just did a card per month. For January, I got the Queen of Cups. It says a choice to be made off of your feelings and emotions. So you have a very emotional decision to make. Um, Dreams, empathy. It says your mother may play a significant role in your future events. So again, for January, I just got that Queen of Cups, that nurturing energy, and you having to make a decision based on your emotions. So that's what I got for that. So get ready for that. And then for February, it aligns with what they were saying with that ending. I got a 10 of Swords. It's going to be a painful ending, but I do feel like there's going to be an ending. This is your February card. It's ending, is defeat, is backstabbing, is betrayal, and it's finding out the truth about something. So that's what I got for your February. So it could be it could be what you have to go through in January will get you to this February. And then for your March, I got new ideas, new plans, and then I got unexpected financial gain because I got the Ace of Swords and then I got the 10 of Pentacles. So new sources of money coming in, or actually the culmination of your efforts, because the 10 of Pentacles is culmination. It's, you know what I'm saying, unexpected money coming in that you didn't know that was coming in. It's financial blessings, just good things, all material things that you've been asking for coming. But it's also that change of, it's a new beginning. It's I was just trying to see what else it was saying that it was given for me. So just having that new thought, getting out there, setting ideas, getting started on what you want to do, and making those decisions to move forward, to actively start moving forward in your life, to do the things that you want to do. So for your March, I got that you'll get clarity. That's that Ace of Swords. That's that new thought. That's that, changing your mindset. And then you'll get the culmination with that unexpected windfall or money coming in for you. So that's what I got for your January, February, March of 2023. Do you guys have anything else? There was a question in there. Her name is Lightworker. She says, "Can you tell me what you see for me, 521, and Matt?"
Oh, she put her birth date.
Oh wow. So the card that came out was Dreams. So there seems to be many options. Like you guys haven't decided what direction you want to go. So there's many options that you could take. I got the 7 of Cups. So there means there could be good things, there could be bad things, but you guys haven't overall made a decision as to what direction you want to go. Are we going to move forward in a romantic relationship and be monogamous? Are we going to just kind of keep texting and or however we're doing it now? So you guys need to make a decision either way and decide whether you are going to move forward with this or you're not. Like it seems to be some fear in you from asking, well, what are we? Are we moving forward? Do you want to date me exclusively? There seems to be a little bit of fear as to what's going on. And instead of asking him, you came to us to ask us. When if this is an intimate partner, if you can get naked in front of somebody, you should be able to ask him, hey, are we moving forward as a relationship? Or are we just, not, or are we just friends with benefits? You know what I'm saying? So you need to make that decision. You need to step out there. But I don't get any emotional attachment from him either way. Like I don't get anything from him. I don't get, I don't get him looking at you lovingly. I literally get you, and then I don't even see anybody over here. So I'm wondering if you guys have actually met in person and know each other, or if you're just hoping and wishing that someone would actually turn into something more than that. Because I don't get any kind of romantic connection for you two at all, nor I do get any warm feeling that you guys are in any kind of intimate relationship. So that's what I got for you, Miss Lightworker. Did either of you have anything for her?
We got the two of clubs. I'm sorry, the 2 of spades, the 5 of clubs, and the 2 of diamonds.
Oh, that too. That's that decision. I just said that. Yeah.
Yep. The separation, the fighting, the falling out, the pushing buttons. So you guys are just constantly like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And then with the 5 of clubs, it's you have to work if you want it. If you want this to work, relationship to work, it's not just, yeah, we get along, we're nice. I mean, you have to work at a relationship. So if neither one of you are willing to work, or one of you is only willing to work, it's not gonna work. And then the 2 of diamonds is, it's a partnership. So as long as you guys are willing to both put forth the workable efforts, you will have a successful partnership. And that's what I pulled in my beautiful little playing cards.
Who? I went to the Moonology manifestation cards. And this one is new moon in Aquarius, open to change. Big changes are forecast, but you need to let events unfold with little steering as possible. So, I mean, what is somebody trying to, how can I say this? Make the relationship a level that is not.
That's what I'm getting.
So you need to be, and I think it's whew, I think it's a card that's saying be open to change, to see other people. Don't put all your eggs in that one basket with him. Whew. We met in therapy of Al-Anon 2 months ago and talk a lot, and going on a date in January.
Okay, that's why I didn't get any romantic connections, because
Because they haven't been on a date.
there's not, like, it doesn't seem like it's entered that space. We're still like,
Yeah.
I feel like even your meeting
Like,
in January is kind of like, hey, we haven't seen each other in a long time. Let's catch up. And you're thinking it's a date. So I don't know if you guys have set that parameters. Like, you need to define it. Like, I feel like you're reading a lot more into the text messages, into the messages that you're receiving that is actually there. So be sure that this person is on the same page romantically Because friendship wise, I may be available to you and talk to you. And, when you call, I text, when you text, I text you back. When you call, I answer because we're friends. But romantically, and you may be interpreting that as a romantic push forward. So be sure that you are understanding what the parameters of the relationship are as you move forward. Is this meeting truly for us to be on a romantic journey, or are we meeting to catch up? And I'm hoping that since we haven't seen each other in a long time, I can express a romantic feel.
Yeah, trying to make it more because you end up hurting. He has no clue that you had certain feelings.
And so I've been in situations where I clearly thought that it was understood that this is the direction I wanted to go. And then they're like, well, I didn't know you felt that. So it could be that they were lying and that they did not know that I want to go that direction, or it could be that I just didn't communicate that effectively enough. So make sure that you are on the same page when it comes to deciding how we're going to move forward. Where you're thinking we're in a romance and they're thinking they're still supporting another person in the struggle.
Right.
And that's how I got it, because I didn't get it. So we're at the 3 hour. Did everybody read Miss Lightworker?
Mm-hmm.
We're all done. So that is the end, guys. We've been on for 3 hours. We thank you all for participating. It has been a good show. We didn't have to cuss. We didn't have to fuss. We didn't have too many trolls. I did forget to do my little. We didn't have too many. Sometimes we'll have like a whole bunch of them. So this time we just had a few.
Everybody,
I
Christmas.
didn't even do the prayer before. I forgot. Y'all got y'all tree up? I know you support Yule, Sheri, but do you have your tree up, Alicia?
Oh, I don't have my tree up. I have my tree out.
So you are putting the tree up too.
What you need to ask is, Alicia, do you have a tree? Ever since Leia was taller than the tree? No. Mm-hmm.
Oh, then there you go. I'm not putting up a tree at all because I moved 2 days after Christmas, so I'm not putting up no tree. Look, that's our stuff. Exactly.
I'll show you my tree.
I'm not putting up a tree at all, not even a little bit. And Amazon is gonna be my best friend when they come to buy my nieces and stuff their gifts. Like, oh, okay, she said gift card here. Actually, I'm just gonna go to Fry's so I can get all the fuel points. Oh, you for real got a tree. Do it sit on the desk, Sheri?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God. It's a desk side. Pooja, the list is closed. We don't have any. We were just we had just picked somebody because a couple people didn't show up. The list is completely closed. The list has been closed for probably over 2 hours because the list filled up pretty fast. And so again, Shauna will be back on in the morning, and Dawn and Susan will be on tomorrow morning. Tuesday morning. Oh, that's cute. Now I could do that. I could do a little tree like that and put it right in the middle of my dining room table because we'll never eat at that table.
So it has little white lights, and then I have blue or silver ornaments and
Where do you get that from?
Silver skirt.
That is so cute.
Borders. Remember when Borders was around?
Oh, Terry T, you're welcome.
You're welcome, Terry T.
I've been killing it. I've been killing it.
Y'all remember, like, pagans are the reason for the season, Beebs.
That is true.
The desktop or Christmas tree.
Terry T, I hope your schedule opens up so you can come to class on Tuesday. Because we have a lot of fun in there. We need you.
Oh, they got an already decorated one for $17.
Oh, Lightworker, these readings are free. We don't take any money. Now, if you sign up for a private reading with either Sheri or Angie in their inbox, they do charge for those. But the readings we do on live, we don't take any money. Notice I said Sheri or Angie.
Delicious.
Look, I'm trying to find out how big this tree is. Oh, it's 18 by 18. Let me see. Oh, that ain't a lot.
That ain't big.
You don't need a big tree.
That's more than an 18 by 18.
My tree is probably not. I can go get a measuring thing for it.
I want to know how big your tree is. That's what I want.
My
Oh,
tree?
she
That
said
little
she
Or
got it
yours?
from Borders. Does Borders
I
even
got it
exist?
from Borders. Yeah,
Borders don't
Borders
even
doesn't
exist
exist.
anymore.
Exactly.
That's cute. They have them at Target. The little different colored trees. My daughter got one. She got a white little tree that was only like $10.
See, this one already decorated. It come with the ornaments and everything on it, and it's gold and white. Listen, I used to be so obsessed with cream and cranberry. My whole tree was cream
24
cranberry.
inches,
How much?
24, 24 inches tall.
Also 2 feet tall. So mine would have been a little bit short. I need 20. Okay, that's 2 feet. All right, let me look that up again. 2 feet tall.
And she's black. She's a black tree.
It's black.
It's black.
Huh. 2 feet of. They got a 2 foot Christmas tree. Wait, is this the tree? Oh wait, that one don't look stable. Hold on. Oh, this one's $7.
When I bought that tree, my ex-husband said, "What are you going to do with that?" I said, "I'm putting that up. Try me."
Oh, this tree's $7. Oh, Sherry, I'm about to go buy this tree. I think I already got ornaments somewhere. Keena made ornaments and put all our pictures on them. Did y'all know Keena make ornaments like that?
Parking lot.
Parking lot. Yeah. I'm about to go buy me a tree. Let me lay this right on up here. It's $7 at Walmart. I'm just gonna walk in and be like, run me that tree. Thank you, Sheri Berry. That solves all my problems. It's just gonna be sitting on top of some on my dining room table because no one ever uses it.
I got my first Yule card.
Look at that. I used to put my little Christmas cards on there. I used to send out Christmas cards. My Christmas cards used to be so old. It might be July. You might get a Merry Christmas card with the kids' school pictures in it. I was so bad at correspondence. All right, guys. Well, we can go ahead and close it up, wrap it up, and get back to our regular lives. Plus, I want to go make me some French fries or some potatoes to go with this steak that I have in there because I'm hungry. And I might be having Lolo's for Christmas dinner. Oh no, my mama be here, so she about to make some for real food.
Oh shit.
You're welcome, Miss Julie. Sherry, I hope you didn't fall or just break something, because all I heard was oh shit.
No, I've been working on cleaning my station, and Tanisha's tea just fell on the ground and knocked stuff over.
Let me say this. Did y'all hear that I packed 4 boxes, like 4 whole boxes full? I mean, they got stuff from the top to the bottom, 4 boxes. I can see my closet floor. That's just what I'm trying to say. I don't think y'all celebrating me doing it exactly, Sherry. That's what I'm saying. 4 whole boxes is packed. That's that's a lot. And I still gotta
I
go
took
buy
my
some more.
car to I took my car to the car wash and let them clean it.
Where did you go? I need somebody to do it in and out.
I go to, well, I have a monthly pass, so I go to Cobblestone, and then I just paid extra for them to clean the inside. I wash my car a lot. This sucker's black, and it gets dirty quick. Don't be
I
looking at me
have
like
several
that.
friends who have those passes too, but I don't go enough for it to be profitable for, I mean, worth the cost for me. I'm
I
not
go
paying.
once. I go once a week. Once a week.
I don't even have time to pull into a place once a week. Just absolutely
Oh
no.
gosh. I have to drive by. I have to drive by two of them. So since I drive by, there's one by my allergist office and there's one by one of my properties. So I just drive through once a week. I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to use it. And during monsoon
Exactly.
season, it pays
I'm
off.
not. Okay, let me tell you this. If you think my car too dirty, don't park next to it. Maybe it'll deter you from parking next to it. I'm not
Parking
paying.
lot. We done. We about to go. We about to get off. Parking lot just logged in.
We leaving. We leaving right now.
Tell parking lot bye.
Listen, exactly. Devani got it said she washed her car a handful of times a year. A handful mean when it rains. That's how it get washed. I'm not about to be going to the car wash. Or if I have to go to an event where I have to put on like, a pretty dress and I don't want to brush up against it, but I really just need them to vacuum. And you know what? I don't even need them to vacuum in and out. It's a place right down the street that got free vacuums. Oh, and the place that I'm moving, they got the vacuum center where you just pull on in and do it yourself. Free.
Well, I was too lazy this time. I let them do it.
Oh, you pay for it, so you need to drive in there as many times as you want.
Yeah.
You just like
I
my
pay for
friend.
just
She'll
the
go Monday,
external.
Wednesday, Friday.
I just pay for the outside. I just pay for the outside. So
Oh
today
no,
I
that's
paid
what
for
she
them to
paid
do.
for too. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not. I just no. That's why I need a husband who just be like, I got the car wash. Thank you.
Yeah, I got her petty mani done yesterday. So her oil change and her tires rotated yesterday. And then I got her hair done, her car
Today.
wash today. So I pampered my
Listen,
car this weekend.
I just can't do it. It just not in my spirit to do it. Look, Lord, this is where I am. What I want is a husband who washes my car. How do I get from where I am now to finding this husband who can get my car washed every week?
That's it.
I'm just saying, that's where I need to be.
That's funny.
All right. Same bat station, same time next week.
Yes, Devani got it. Is that same place that I used to live in? Yeah, it is. Hi, Apex, Mita. All right,
We
guys. Well, we're calling it the end of the day. Thank you guys for tuning
And
in.
I
We're well over 3 months. See you all tomorrow on Shauna's Live, and see you all next week when we're all back together
no, we
again.
already did shot.
And y'all, Tuesday, me and Don gonna talk about Tuesday so we can make y'all mad in class again. They were so mad at me, Sheri in class.
I have a board meeting. Who was mad at you in class on Tuesday?
All of them because of the readings I made them do.
They were good.
They weren't necessarily mad. They were just like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you making me do this," but it was good. I loved it, and we did 2 truths and a lie, and they had to psychically figure out if it was 2 truths and a lie.
Oh, I have a board meeting Tuesday. Sorry, but no more classes to the end of the month.
That's good.
I'm having a packet party, y'all. You just come over with a box and pack. I said I'm having a packet party. You just come over with a box and start packing. Crystal said no, she was absolutely not coming. You two have a great week. Miss Linda, I feel like I ain't seen you in the chat in so long. Is everything okay? Like, I know I was on Thursday, but I don't recall seeing you on Thursday either. But it's good to see you. It's always good to see you. I'm about to go have me some dinner because I'm starving. So see you all later this week. Bye.
I'm gonna go play